Married to a member of Hamas inside Gaza. But what happened next is a story you have to hear to believe. But before we get started, my friend, what was your opinion of Christians and Jews growing up?
Okay, I had born and raised in Qatar, and my father is one of the founders of Hamas. So my father and my mom, they raised us to hate Israel and hate Jewish, hate Christian, and even hate the Shia, the Muslim, the Shia, and hate everyone who's not belong to Hamas and curse them. And yeah, I just want to say sorry, but we used to curse all the Christian and the Jewish. We feel like we should kill them because this is what Quran say. Yeah, I know it's crazy, but we used to believe in Islam, like we should kill all the Jewish, and even Jesus will come back and fighting with us, and he will break the cross and kill the pig, and the trees and the rock will call the Muslim and say, "Oh, Muslim, there is a Jewish behind me, come and kill." So it's crazy.
Wow. So your father was one of the founding members of Hamas. You were eventually married to a Hamas member inside Gaza. How did you come to know Jesus?
Okay, I've been married for 13 years in Gaza, but it was between 2002, I moved to Gaza. And in 2012, I started having questioning because I saw what Hamas doing in Gaza when they take on control. They said, like, we're coming here to make everyone equality, and they give people promises, and nothing happened. And they've been like, they said, we hate Fatah. Fatah is the organization was in control on Gaza before Hamas. And they asked people to give them their vote in the elections. And I gave my vote to Hamas. I'm sorry for this, but I did this in 2007, I think, or 2006. But they just make Gaza more worse, and they start killing the Palestinians. They start to make us feeling, if you are not belong to Hamas, you should be scared. But I keep like thinking, and that time ISIS showing, and they've been killing a lot of people, Muslims people. And I feel like something wrong with this religion. And, maybe I just jumping, like, because I raised in Islam, I never been satisfied with God. I never been, like, I feel God will never be happy on me. I don't have any guarantee to go to Jannah. I'm always scared from hell. I'm always scared when they put me on my grave, there's a snake coming to make me suffering. And so Islam does not give you peace, and you're always scared something wrong will happen. Like, oh, I did this prayer, maybe God didn't accept it from me. I have to do like more and more. So I start thinking, and there's someone, he's close to me. I don't want to mention his name because his safety. He told me he became an atheist, and he asked me to read the Quran without holiness, like a regular book. Because, the Quran is all about killing. It's all about Muhammad's story when he married his son, and he had a son, he adopted a son, and then he decided to marry his wife. So he said, like, Allah sent a verse on Quran, ask his son to divorce his wife, and Muhammad will take her. And so I feel like, okay, Quran does not make sense, and it will never be that God of Quran is the real God, because it's psychopath God, and nothing makes sense for me in Quran. So I feel like, okay, I didn't believe there is no God. I didn't become an atheist, but I've been like praying every single day. God, if you exist, I want to know you. I want to meet you, because I know deep inside there is a God. I couldn't believe, like, this is, the universe, that everything. And when I was praying for God, like, to heal, he healed my children, like they almost died. And I had something, like, I know there's a God. And I started to pray, like, from 2012 till 2014. There was a war between Hamas and Israel. And I remember the IDF called my ex-husband, and they asked him to call my neighbors because they want to bomb their home. And he told him, like, oh, no one is home, because Israel is caring for the civilians' life. They're calling people before they bomb their houses. They are not killing the houses randomly. So in that night, they bombed our neighbor's house, and it was so scary for me. I feel like, oh, I will die soon. So I've been crying a lot. And that night I said, God, if you exist, please, I want to know you. I want to call your name. I want you to save me. So in that night, I was dreaming, and I saw myself with my mom, and my mom passed away in 2005. And that was in 2014. I saw my mom, and we've been sitting in a balcony, and the moon was so big and come closer to us. And my mom asked me to look at the moon, and I saw Jesus' face coming out the moon. and he was speak to me in Arabic, and he said, "Ana Rab Yeshua," like I'm the God Jesus. And he was talking to me. But what I'm remembering, he was say, "Inti binti ma tkhafi." You are my daughter. Don't be afraid. So I feel like, okay, when I woke up, I feel like maybe it's just take a second, but I feel like there's a moment, I feel like there's a light in the room. Something like, oh, this is real. So I never heard about Yeshua's name before because we call him Isa in Quran. I never been with the Christian people. Like my community is 100% Islam. Like when I was in Qatar in the schools, it's 100% Islam. And like my activities was like going to the Islamic center and memorization Quran. And I never met Christian people in my life to see like people come and told me about Jesus. No one told me about him before. But when I heard the name, I feel like it's a beautiful name and he's a beautiful God. And I feel peace inside my heart. It's like for the first time, I feel like someone's loved me. Like, oh, someone's loved me because I never feel loved with my family. Like, because I don't hate them. I love my family, but being Muslim, you don't have peace, because God is always mad about Muslims. God's always mad. So yeah, I feel like someone's loved me. So I start to search about his name in Google and I found a Christian page. It's Egyptian Christian. And I try to, like when I open this page, the first verse come to my face. It's love your enemies. And Jesus, I said, oh, who said love your enemies? Like in Quran said, like we should kill all the Jewish, we should kill all the Christian or make them paying jizya. Like who us to love the enemies? Like it's crazy, it's like, so I start to sending messages for this page and the admin, I didn't know if she's a woman or a man till now, but I will say it's she, but she asked me to read the Bible and she told me there's thousands of Muslims are now seeing Jesus in their dreams and converting to Christianity. She said, you are not the first one. I feel like, okay, that's cool because I thought it's only me, when I start to think. And the funniest thing, before I become a Christian and I saw Jesus, like when I hear someone become a Christian, converting to Christian, I feel like, oh, he will go to hell definitely. This guy, like, so now it's me, like accepting Jesus in my life. And I start the journey with him.
Wow, wow,
Yeah.
wow. What an amazing, incredible testimony. I mean, wow, praise God, praise the risen King Yeshua. I had goosebumps. I'm like trying not to cry hearing